Hello children, I am Nisha here from Mangla Vidya Mandira. Hope children you all are doing good. So in the last video we have learnt a poem named Run. Okay, unit number 3. The name of the poem was Run, which is written by Mary Daunt. In that poem the poet has asked the children to run, like to do exercise, so that they will remain fresh and energetic. So we have already gone through the explanation of the poem children. Now here we are going to start with the keywords. So open page number 38 children. Page number 38. Okay, so now here the first word is raindrops. What is the meaning of raindrops? Raindrops means drops of rain. Next is beneath. Beneath means something lying under something. Okay, breeze. Breeze means a gentle wind. Next is hillside. Hillside means the side of a hill. Next one, meadow. Meadow means a piece of grassland. Next is merry. Merry means cheerful and lively. So these are the keywords children. Moving to the question and answer. So here reading is fun. So the very first question is, what does the poem tell us to do? The poem tells us to run to the country all through the day and be merry. Okay, be cheerful. Next one is, what about the places where the poet wants us to run? The poet wants us to run down the hillside, like up the lane and through the meadows. The poet wanted to do all these activities to the children. Next is, do you like to play and run about? Why? Okay, this is about talking. Yes, I like to play. Like where I like to play, I like to play and run about in the park. Like that may give you a fresh energy, that will give you a fresh air, as well as you will remain energetic. Next question is, running is very good exercise. Name any 3 games that you play in which you have to run. So like suppose if you are playing a football, if you are playing a cricket, basketball, hockey, so in all these outdoor games running is required. It's a good exercise. When you run fast, what do you feel is happening to your body? So children, whenever you are running, so what kind of feeling you will get? Like your heart starts beating faster, correct? And your energy level of your body will be increased. Next, there are few words given children in the yellow box. You just have to read it out. Breathe, breeze, meet, then fear, each, meadows. Let's spell. Here there are again missing words are given children, so where you have to use EE or EA. So one I will just do it for you children. TR-S. So either you can fill EE or you can fill ES. So what you have to fill children? The first word will be trees, so you have to fill EE in that word. So this activity you should try to do it by yourself. Next main. Now add more words with EE and EA and put them inside the bubbles. Now there are 2 bubbles given children. So in one bubble you have to write maximum words which starts with EE, and the other bubbles you have to write EA. So like one example I will be sharing with you, like breeze. So breeze spelling is BREEZE. Okay, so you can write in the bubble EE. Second one is EA, it can be beneath, BENEATH. So that word also you can write in EA. So this activity you try to do it by yourself. Let's listen. Say the words aloud one by one. Follow the instruction and move your body accordingly. So this is an activity children. So you try to do it by yourself. Let's write. Answer the questions by looking at the picture on the opposite page. Now in the opposite page, like page number 43, there are few pictures given. So you just have to go through the picture and you have to answer the questions what has been given to you. So the very first question is like, what is happening in picture number 5? So if you go through picture number 5, you will just find a girl diving into the water. In the same way, what is Mohan practicing in picture number 4? So what he is doing, he is practicing, like he is just practicing to jump. Next is, what are Anil and his friends pulling in picture number 3? So children, can you see in the picture, Anil and his friends are pulling a rope on both the ends. It's a one kind of game. Where are the boats racing in picture number 2? So in picture number 2, can you see 2 boats are there and almost 3 kids are sitting in each boat. So what they are doing? They are doing racing in the river water. What are the boys doing in picture number 1? So what are the boys doing? They are running on the ground. All the boys are running on the ground. What are the girls doing in picture number 6? So in picture number 6, they are doing swimming in the swimming pool. Now make one more questions for each picture. Write the question to the space below each picture. Write, like use how many, what, where, is, how, why to make questions. Okay. So you can just make few questions based on the picture given. So if you have any doubts in this poem, although we have completed with the summary part with the explanation, now here we have done the exercise. If you have any doubt, you can post it in the group. I will be sharing the PDF for the question answer as well as the exercise part, children. So since we have more time, so we will be starting a new lesson in this video. The name of the lesson is Nasruddin's Aim. Okay, the unit 4, Nasruddin's Aim. Unit 3, part B, Nasruddin's. It's a very beautiful lesson actually. It's very fun loving lesson. You will really enjoy it. When you are reading that lesson, you will enjoy it. It's about like, before starting the lesson, I just wanted to know something, children, like, do you like to play archery? Like, miss, do you like to play archery? Do you know about archery? So what is archery? Is like, archery is something, children, where you, it means it can be, archery means shooting with a bow and an arrow. Can you see in the picture, a boy image is given where he is holding a bow as well as arrow and is targeting to a particular spot. So that is called archery. So this lesson is based on a person whose name is Nasruddin. Okay, so we are going to read about a man whose name is Nasruddin, who is not a good archer, okay, but he liked to boast himself that he is a very efficient archer. So in this story, actually that person who doesn't know the archery, but still he tells everyone that nobody in this world is like me, I am a very good archer. So children, will start with the lesson. So open page number 44. One day Nasruddin was chatting with his friend. Okay, one day what happened, Nasruddin was talking to his, chatting means talking in a very friendly way. He was talking to his friend. He began to boast, no one can match my skill in archery. So he is telling to all his friends, see friends, I am the best in archery. No one can match, no one can beat me in the archery. I string the bow, take aim and shoot the arrow, whoosh. The arrow is sure to hit right on the target. So he's telling, I just have to take the arrow and bow and I have to aim it. And the moment I aim, the arrow will be sure hitting the right on target only, right part of the target. Hearing this, one of his friends immediately bought a bow and arrow and some arrows. So after listening to, since he is boasting to his friend, what his friend did, he immediately got bow and arrow and given to Nasruddin. Giving them to Nasruddin, he said, here Nasruddin, take this bow and arrows. So he just gave bow and arrow to Nasruddin and asked him to shoot. Then pointing towards a target, he said, aim at the target and shoot an arrow. So what the friend told, okay, there is a aim, there is a particular spot is there, you need to aim it. Okay, Nasruddin held the bow in his hand, strung it, aimed at the target and shot an arrow. Since children, you know, he is not a very efficient archer, but still he boasted in front of his friend and now he is forced to do it. So what he did, he just took the bow in his hand, strung it, okay, and what he did, he aimed at the target and shot an arrow. Whoosh, the arrow didn't hit the target. So instead it fell down somewhere in the middle. Okay, what happened, when he hit the target, it has not reached to the particular spot. It fell down and somewhere in the middle it fell down. Instead it fell down somewhere in the middle. All the friends started laughing. Ha 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 ha. His friends started laughing. They said, hey Nasruddin, is this your best aim? Though they all asked him, they all checked him. Hey Nasruddin, this is the thing what you are talking about. Is this your best aim? Nasruddin said, oh no, not at all, said Nasruddin, defending himself. Defending means protecting himself. This wasn't my aim, it was Azad's aim. Okay, so what he told, no, this is not my aim. This is the way how Azad used to aim it. Okay, so that I showed to you. So he has protected himself. I just showed you how Azad shoots an arrow. Seeing this, Nasruddin picked up another arrow. Once again, he strung the bow, aimed at the target and shot the arrow. So again what he did, he said, no, fine, now I will show you. So again he took the bow, he took the arrow, he picked the another arrow. Then what he did, he strung the bow, aimed at the target and shot the arrow. This time the arrow fell a little further from where it had fallen before. Okay. So, but it certainly didn't hit the target. Now this time also it has not hit the target. They asked Nasruddin, means all the friends asked him, and this must be how you shoot an arrow. So they told, oh, this is the way you are shooting an arrow. So Nasruddin said, of course not, argued Nasruddin. Even this aim was not mine. It was the chief guard's aim. So he said, no, 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 this what I did right now is not my aim. This is the way how the chief guard used to aim. Now somebody remarked, well, now who is the next on the list? So one person has told, now whose name he is going to tell you. Hearing this, all the friends burst out laughing. Nasruddin didn't say a word. He quietly picked up one more arrow. So when his friends were laughing, he has not argued anything with his friend. He just took one more arrow from the quiver. And what he did, and again, and this time, Nasruddin was really lucky. So this time what happened? The last time he was lucky. The arrow hit right on the target. Everybody stared at Nasruddin, their mouths agape in amazement. Okay, so everybody's mouth is open with surprise because this time it correctly hit the target. Before anyone could say anything, Nasruddin said triumphantly. Okay, triumphantly means with a victory, celebrating victory. He said, did you see that? It was my aim. So he told his friends, so have you all seen how I targeted? This is my aim. So luckily and fortunately, the last aim was successful. So he was very, proud of himself. So this is the story about Nasruddin. This is the story about Nasruddin, a person who is not at all a good archer, but still he proved in front of everyone that he can able to aim the target. Okay, so here now we will be starting with the keywords, children. Hope you all understood the lesson. New words. Chatting. Chatting means to talk a friendly way. Chatting means what? To talk a friendly way. Next is archery. Archery means shooting with a bow and an arrow. String, a thread that can be twisted. Okay, string. Have you seen in the bow and arrow there will be a string? It can be twisted easily. Target, the aim of an attack, means something you are targeting. Defending means to protect yourself. Amazement means to look at with a feeling of great surprise. Okay, and wonder like how, wow, what did happen. Triumphantly means having achieved victory, like celebrating the victory. So this is the keywords, children. Moving to the question answer. Reading is fun. What did Nasruddin boast about? Nasruddin boasted about his excellent skill in archery. Why did Nasruddin take someone else's name each time he missed the target? Nasruddin took someone else's name because each time he missed the target, so he has to hide himself from the shame of not being able to aim the target. So he will keep on telling somebody else's name. Why did Nasruddin say it was my aim the third time? Because it was my aim, he said, because finally he was able to aim the target successfully. So that time he told, yes, it was my aim. Do you think Nasruddin was good at archery? No, I don't think Nasruddin was not good at archery because he was not able to aim any of the target in the first and the second round. Okay, it was only in the third turn, luckily, that he was able to aim the target. So here, children, these are the question answer. Now here few picture comprehension is there which you have to read and enjoy. So this you have to read it by yourself, children. Moving to the next main. Word building. It's a very interesting thing, children. Can you see the arrow? And in the bubbles there are few words given. So you have to match the word with the bubbles phrases. Okay, like chatting. So what is the meaning of chatting in this? Chatting means what, children? Chatting means talking informally. Amazement means great surprise. Archery means shooting with bow and arrow. Then again defending means, as I told you, protecting from attack. Target means aiming something. Okay, triumphantly means happily and proudly. Next one, replace the bold words with a word from the quiver and rewrite the sentence. Okay, so there are few words given, children, in the quiver. Can you see? Quiver means where the arrows are kept. So in that quiver few words are given, so you just have to replace that word from the given sentences. First one, in no time she hit the object she aimed at. So what you will say? In no time she hit the target. Nasruddin was surely not a good archer. Yes, he was certainly not a good archer. The teacher said something about his good handwriting. He felt very happy. So the teacher remarked on his good handwriting and he felt very happy. So these are the words which are given in a bold letter. So you have, instead of making the phrases, you have just took one word and completed the sentence. Let's write. This is a picture of Rahul Gupta. Using the clues given, write a paragraph about him in your notebook. So here, children, there are few clues given in the purple box. Okay, like Indian cricket, 8 hours practices, eats healthy food, runs 2 kilometers every day, batsman. So these are the words given. These are the clues. Through these clues, you have to form a sentences. Like the picture is of Rahul Gupta. So like, this is a Rahul Gupta. He likes to play cricket very well. His aim is to become a part of Indian cricket team. Something you can try to construct your own sentences and write it in the textbook. Now this is Rajiv's family. Okay, they are healthy family. See what each one does to remain healthy. Now in this picture, Rajiv's family is there, like father is there, mother is there, sister is there, grandpa, grandma, Rajiv is there. They are doing something or other activities, okay, to remain healthy. What activities they are doing, that you can already see in the picture. So based on that, use the words and, or, but, and make as many sentences as you can about Rajiv's family. So the first one is done for you. Grandpa and grandma get up early in the morning, okay? And grandpa is walking, but Rajiv is jogging. So something you can write using and as well as but. Like you can always mention, second one, Sita and Rajiv exercise daily in the park. Students are you can do one thing, children, like Sita likes to run, but Rajiv likes to walk. That also you can write it in the textbook. Okay, in the given sentence, in the given place, you can write it. Father and mother take care of their body. Father is working out with what? Father is working out with dumbbells, as well as mother is doing yoga. This kind of sentence you can form it and you can write it in the given space. Moving to the next main, children. You can see one apple is there. Match the arrow, pierce the apple. Okay, would you like to see the apple piercing the red apple? Arrows piercing the red apple. Bring the page close to your face, touch the star with your nose, and then look at the picture. Okay, so what you have to do, children? You have to just touch the star with your nose. You need to get your face so closer to the star. Touch that star with your nose, and you have to just look at the image and see what is going to happen, what you can feel it. Next main, let's play. Filling the grid with words given below. You can use one word more than once. Now again, in the brown box, there are few words given like stick, bat, ball, 11, table, racket, ball, football, 2 or 4, ground, stadium. So children, in that grid, there is a name of the game, what you play with, where you play with, number of players. Okay, so there are 3 columns which we have to fill it. Like one, I will just give you an example. Like cricket is given. So what you play with? So with what, material you will play with. So you will be using what? You will be using bat and ball. Where you play in the stadium. How many players are there? There are 11 players to play the cricket. In the same way, hockey will be there. Hockey will be played with stick. It will be played in the ground. On the ground, then again number of players will be 16. Table tennis will be played through a racket. It will be played on the table, and around 2 to 4 people can play each time. Football will be played on the ground with the ball, and secondly 11 players will be there to play the game. So these are the things what you have to mention it down in page number 54 and 55. So you have to form a sentence and you have to write it down. Like cricket is an outdoor game, you play it with bat and ball. There are 11 players in this game. Like that you have to write it down in the textbook, children. Now the following words are used in various sports. Okay, list them under the sports. So what is that? So that you have to see, like googly, goal, LBW, penalty, free kick, penalty, corner. So these are the words which are used in each game. So you just have to find it out where they have been used. Like for hockey, it can be free kick, okay, and at the same time penalty. For cricket, it will be googly. Googly means rolling the ball, children. Have you seen that? While when you watch the cricket match, have you seen, like googly means rolling the ball in your hand. LBW. Then next one is football. In football, what is the words used? Goal as well as penalty. So these are the words, children. Now moving to the next main. It is very interesting thing, a puppet head. So here, how to make a puppet. Okay, so the entire steps are given, steps procedure are given, how to make a puppet. So this activity you should try by yourself. Okay, like it is not that hard, but you can try it. Like few things are required for that, like a tennis ball is required, a needle, a wool, a colored cloth. Especially I believe the girls will enjoy to do this. If boys are really facing difficulty, let the girls try this. Okay, so this what we call this material you can make a puppet, and just post it in the group. Who is doing it, just try to post it in the group. It is not a compulsion for boys. Again I am repeating, it's not a compulsion. Especially I believe girls will enjoy it doing this, so try it by yourself. So children, we have gone through the lesson Nasruddin's aim, as well as we have done the exercise of run. Moving to the grammar section, preposition. We have already done noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjectives in the last video. Now this video we are going to start with preposition. So here, what is preposition? So one second, I'll just go through that. What is preposition? Okay, preposition means it is a word that shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other words in a sentence. Okay, so there will be a noun. Okay, there will be a noun as well as pronoun. So in between both the words, that word will show the relationship. Okay, that is called preposition. Like suppose a cup I like to have, my cup of tea is kept under the table. Okay, so if I say my cup, so preposition means showing the position, as I told you. So where is the cup? The cup is under the table. So the under is the preposition in that following sentence. So there are few words, children, given here. You just have to read it out, like under, about, to, for, through, across, into, after, along, at, beside, in. Okay, so these are the words which you have to just go through it. Few sentence also I am giving here. Mary was sitting under a tree. Here where is the placement, children? Where is the position showing? Under. So where is Mary sitting? She is sitting under a tree. So that under is a word of is a word which is an example of preposition. I have a friend who lives in Spain. Okay, so here a friend is there. Okay, where he lives? Where he lives in Spain. That placement, okay, where he lives. So he lives in Spain. So that in is a preposition. There are a tree beside the river. So where is the tree located? The tree is beside the river. So beside is a preposition. Again, it's showing the position where the tree is. Mikhail and Alex were hiding inside the wardrobe. So where they are hiding? One placement, again one position had been shown. So inside the wardrobe. The dog is in front of the man. Okay, where is the dog standing? The dog is standing in front. Again it is showing the position where the dog is standing. So in front of is a preposition. So children, based on the preposition I am going to give you this one exercise, okay, which you have to post it in the group. I will be mentioning in the PDF also what you have to post it in the group. At the same time, one activity, as I told you, to make a puppet that girls can try, as well as other activity, as I told you, it's regarding that apple activity, page number 53. You should try it by yourself and see where the arrow is. Okay, and one more thing is there, like learning, as in the last video I have told you, have to learn the poem Run. Okay, again I am repeating, children, you have to learn the poem Run, recite it and upload the video in the group. Okay, so till then, if you have any confusion regarding the poem as well as the lesson or the grammar, you can post it in the group, or you can contact me. So thank you, children. Take care of yourself.